So welcome everyone. This is going to be our first live stream on Twitch. I was just saying I was a little bit late, just fixing a few issues with the stream settings. To be honest, there's a couple of unique things for Twitch which are different to YouTube, so just trying to figure that all out for the first time. But hopefully you can all hear me, and we should have a relatively smooth stream from here on in. If you are joining on YouTube, that means you're catching the highlights, so thank you for tuning into those as well. But for those of you live with me today, I mean, here's the kind of plan. Now, I did a channel update on YouTube, so I'm not going to bore you with the same details on the stream, but I wanted to give Twitch a try. It's obviously the most common streaming platform, and I've sort of resisted it more just because I didn't really know how to use it. I'm just more familiar with YouTube, kind of built obviously a little bit of a following on that. But what I notice is I just haven't been racing as much, and I feel like with Twitch there's more of a incentive to kind of commit to streaming on a regular basis, and so that's kind of what I wanted to do. I took the last couple of months unintentionally but off from streaming and YouTube and putting out a ton of content, but as we head into fall, I'm just desperate to be back in the sim. I want to put more sim racing content back on the channel. If you follow me on YouTube, we kind of have done a bunch around kind of the RS6 that we have, and that's been super fun. But the channel was really born around sim racing. That's what I want to get back to, and that's kind of the plan. So these weekly sim races, what I thought might be interesting, and I'm certainly not the first person to do this, but I want to take you through the journey through rookies. So I've been on the sim for about 2.5 years, so I have set up just a kind of a separate account for this, and really for two reasons. One, so you can see the genuine journey through rookies. I can't cheat because I've already got better safety rating or iRating to jump in other ones, so we'll be able to watch the progression, the highs and the lows. And whilst yes, I'm obviously not technically a rookie on the sim anymore, it's been a long time since I've driven the MX-5, and when I was practicing this weekend, I wasn't all that quick. So the intention is to try and take you through that journey. So that's going to be, that might not be what we do every Wednesday on the live stream, but I think initially the first 2 or 3 weeks, that's kind of what I'll come back to. We'll just hit rookies. We'll see how long it takes us to get out of rookies, see what we come across. And I want to orient the channel a little bit over the next 2 or 3 months back to where it started, which was to put a bit more emphasis on getting started in sim racing, in particular iRacing, just because that's the only sim that I run, really purely from a time perspective these days. Revisit a little bit of the content around graphics optimization. There's kind of a bunch of other content I've got planned around rig, PC setup, etc., but also commit to regular live streams. I find that when I'm reading Reddit, the iRacing forums, just information, you tend to find lots of guidance, whether you agree with it or not, but lots of tips around rookies in iRacing. How do you get out of rookies fast? Should you start from the pit lane? Do you just let people by? Do you just only focus on safety rating? Do you just do time trials and try and earn safety rating that way? So there's a whole bunch of stuff that, when you're brand new to the sim, could seem like okay advice. And I'm not going to come at this from an expert perspective because I'm not an expert in the sim. But I do want to share the pieces of advice that I think are good, maybe advice that I followed in the past that was not so good. But basically just kind of chat through this journey of rookies so that if you are getting in to iRacing for the first time, you can get a real live perspective of what it's like, what you're going to run into, and then you can make your own decisions around how do you want to attack rookies, how do you want to do your practice, what are the things that are going to work for you. But there are a few piece of advice out there which I really don't agree with, so I'm going to share my thoughts on that. And generally, I'm just going to commentate kind of through the race, and we'll see how we get on. It's not a fan of not qualifying because I feel that means you're just not ready to race. If you're not ready to race, get back into practice sessions. Like the one we were just in, we had a whole bunch of avoidance to do, which we more or less did. We did a few overtakes. Didn't have anyone come by us, but that's okay. But I think that would be one of my key pieces of advice is if you feel like you need to start from the pit lane, then just get more practice in. And try to make sure the practice is not just solo test sessions. I mean, don't get me wrong, like focusing on getting good consistency, learning a track, learning a car, learning your limits, really important. So that's probably always going to be step one. But I wouldn't spend too long doing that. Once you feel relatively comfortable, you know, I'd then switch over into official practice sessions. Make sure you're safe. Obviously, you don't want to be a menace to others, but get the experience of racing with other cars on track, because that's what's going to help prepare you for, you know, racing more competitively as you go up the license tiers. Okay, right. How long do we have in this session? Never remember. I have no idea. How can I find that out? No, we have 30 seconds. Fine. So the other thing to bear in mind, actually, again, if you're new to iRacing, is safety rating starts in this session. So in that earlier practice that I was in, it's an open practice session, and so safety rating doesn't count, so you can have incidents that don't count against you. But as soon as you enter the race server and you get put in the official practice, which is what we're in now, if I was to go out, have an off, get a 4x, 2x, whatever it is, that does actually count against my safety rating. It's not huge. I think it's like a quarter of the impact on the safety rating as it would be in a race, but it's still an impact. Same for qualifying. I think it goes up to 0.5 of an impact. So I see people miss that all the time. So just make sure as soon as you're in a race server, safety rating is active. So drive with caution. And the same thing at the end of the race, and I'll talk through it when we finish. Safety rating is active for, I can't remember the exact numbers, but it's often active for a minute or so at the end of a race. So just be aware, you know, the safest course of action is honestly, you do a lap at 80% speed and get back to the pits. You know, stopping straight away, you know, post the finish line, recipe for disaster. People could hit you unintentionally, intentionally if they don't think SR is counting. So just want to try and stay away from that. Right, let's quali. Any of you race a lot know exactly how this goes, but for those of you who don't, haven't seen quali before, we will get 2 laps back to back. So this first one is just a warm-up lap, obviously, because we come out of the pits, and then we'll get 1 lap right after that, and then we'll get the white flag at the end of that lap because we'll have 1 more to go. You know, general policy, or what am I thinking about when I'm doing a warm-up lap? I'm trying not to take too much out the tyres. You know, if you are on the higher end of the IR scale, you have a really innate understanding of how to warm the tyres up, so that's what you're focused on. I'll be honest, I just tend to drive at about 80%, if I'm honest. Try not to do anything too crazy, try not to brake too hard, but just an 80% lap to try and get some heat in the tyres, some heat in the brakes, and try not to just be scrubbing the tyres across the track. You can hear it super easily in most cars. This one in particular, you know, you can hear the tyre squeal really easily. Getting a little bit here. And a little bit's okay, but, you know, you just don't want to take life out of the tyres or overheat them really on this warm-up lap. So that is the main focus. Build up to this last corner now, get used to a bit more race pace. Get on the brakes here, try and carry good speed. I feel like there's so much more pace in that corner.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, so first.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
As our spotter lets us know. Let's try not to go too deep into T1. That's way too wide. Struggling to get back around, so we'll try and tighten that up for the second lap. Terrible, but still maybe a little slow. This is, I think, just a really slow corner, unless I'm taking it wrong. Try and keep the wheels planted here. Easy to get the back end out. Straight line the chicanes, easy peasy, car's not that fast. Okay, so someone's on a 136.9. If I could be a bit more aggressive through that corner, I find it difficult, to be honest, in terms of where the car ends up. Get a bit flat through there, car was planted. Push that kind of hard, car's going to slide all the way out here. I don't think that was that fast actually, that last sequence, but let's see, can we get in the 37s? I guess we'll be an okay banker. Where are we at?
36.7.
Okay, 36.7. I'm sure that won't be pole, but that doesn't seem too bad. Too slow. Shed time there. It's a shame because this actually the start of the lap is a little better. Well, somehow, over a 10th though. Let's keep our foot in and see how we do. Driving this a little bit too hard, I think. Keep going. Right, not a bad lap. Well, you know what? Maybe we will be on pole. This is going to be a better lap than last time. Let's see where we go. Right,
there's the flag. It's over.
Well, I guess I'm a little surprised, but to be honest, this is the lowest iRacing we're going to be at, 1.3k. So this will be an interesting race, or maybe it won't be if I'm just going to do lights the flag from pole. But we will see. Get the engine
We've put in plenty of fuel to finish the race.
It's a fixed series.
The estimated strength of field is 1,316.
Yeah, so it's fixed setup, so...
Keep it clean. The DNF today would hurt our points a lot.
Yeah, so there's no need to be worrying about setup, so I should...
Waiting on the final car to grid.
Okay, we've got one more car to grid. Let's get ready. Oh, well, the lights are about to go here. Not ready at all. Oh, got a false start. I jumped it.
Green, green, green.
So we might get a black flag for that, so the race might be more interesting than we expect. We're getting absolutely murdered into T1. Okay, we're going to have some action. I like it. We know our pace should be good based on quali, but let's see how we get on. Right, sideways.
Car on your left.
Let's try and keep
still there, hold your line. Keep to the right.
Oh, he's sending
clear.
It. Love it, love it, love it. We're just going to try and be steady through here. I think we might have got away without that black flag. So very lucky. Haven't got a standing start in a while. Right. We've got Steve behind us. He's looking like he's ready to come through too.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Just punted us. Well, there we go. I guess this is now going to be a real rookies race.
There's an incident ahead.
Absolute carnage.
You got a slow car on the right. Go left.
Now that will be a good one for us to watch afterwards.
Right side.
You know,
clear.
Did we cause that? set I caused it, I'll be honest.
The car in front has gone off. You got a slow car on the left.
Oh my god, this is absolute
You got a slow car on the left. Go right.
absolute carnage, which I guess is what you'd expect. This soft. Okay, well, on pole, terrible start, nearly a black flag, got murdered halfway around the lap. I would say that is rookies. But this is great. Now we get a chance to hustle and see if that quality
68.5
is going to help us here. So we're just going to try and drive as fast as we can. Let's see what ground we can make up on the guys ahead.
No damage. Car looks clean.
The car amazingly has no damage. Must be built like a tank because it was a fairly good hit. The tires are not ready for that. Even an off track, okay. Take liberties on that corner. Right, let's see if we can get back in the action. Otherwise it's going to be a boring race.
You got a slow car on the right.
Okay, getting him under pressure. That's just good news. Could do with another instant to make it a few more places. I guess you don't wish that on anyone. Being out wide moment. What is going on with Devin? Looks like he's on dial-up internet. There's another thing to think about. Good quality internet. Get on wide.
36.8. You just hit the fastest lap.
If you can. So I don't know if I've set the fastest lap for the everyone or just me. Probably just me. We're on it now. Gotta be a few of these guys we can get by.
Right side.
Send it on Devin right now.
Clear on the right.
He's very kind to let us go there. Still interested by that lap 1 incident. I'm gonna say maybe I broke early compared to what I should do in that corner. But I don't know, seeing as how fast Squidward was by calling that to these guys. Don't know. Right, Taylor up next. Let's get after it. He's out there. Probably not where we want to be. Left here. Just try. Yeah, I think I'm slow in this last section. Right, are we faster? Ugh, not by tons, no. It's not going to be enough to get him, I don't think.
37.3.
Terrible T1, almost lost it. Classically just trying to overdrive to get through the guy ahead. Girl, of course. Just try and send it hard. Definitely faster than these two, just got to get on terms with them. I feel like this is the section where maybe I'm not as fast as these guys. I can lift here and maybe I don't need to be lifting there. Pinned on this bit, whatever it was. A bit deep. Okay. Right. We're in the pressure zone. Oh, one's down, one's down.
Go right.
We've got a great run now. Where's he? Which way is he going to go? We'll go wide.
Right side.
He's got every
on
opportunity
the
to
left.
send this into T1. Could be a nightmare for us.
Still there.
Have to brake late. Can't see him.
37.5.
Absolute
You're in
nightmare.
4th position. Keep to the left. Clear.
Very clear. We're going to turn in. Assume we're okay. Apparently we are. Right, back up to 4th. Back marker ahead of us, but then that's Ryan in 3rd in the black car. Oh my God, we're slow, we're slow, we're slow. We're all over the place.
The car behind has gone off.
Car behind's gone off though. Don't think we hit him. Just a disastrous corner. Now we've got an incident points of 2 from that early incident, which I'll be honest, it's not terrible. We live with that. So, what do you do with back markers? Well, treat them like any other car. They don't have to let you through. This guy is letting us go.
Clear on the right.
But they do not have to let you by, so do not expect them to let you by. You know, people are usually polite. If you are a back marker, you know, up to you what you want to do, but, you know, letting people go in a spot where you don't lose too much time, don't interfere with their race, that's the etiquette. Even though you don't technically have to do that, I would say it's the right thing to do. Right, 4.5 minutes. We're hunting Ryan for a spot on the podium. Just keep this smooth style going. It seems to be getting us in the mix. Still taking a bit of time out of Ryan. Oh, we're wide. We're wide. Can we recover? Oh, 2nd is all over the place. We weren't much better. Right, what do we got? Oh, 3 minutes. Don't think it's going to be enough. Got to hunt down this podium.
Let's go.
Right, 2 laps to go. Come on.
37.5.
Gotta get in this. Oh, they're going to play a little bit of bump and run. Can we get a chance? Don't know where to be bold. Love going in here because I'll just slide pretty wide. Oh, just like this guy, he's all over the place. Oh my God, they're all over the place. Oh my God, he's cut right across. This is crazy. Don't know if that was good. It was aggressive defense. I guess he stayed in 2nd, so I'd argue that worked. Had a chance there, didn't take it, I think. Could have been more aggressive. Went for survival. Oh, 2nd place, just all over the place. Oh, he's gone! He's gone!
Go left.
Oh my God! We'll take a 1x. We're on the podium. Oh, come on, I'm faster than this guy. We've got to get him. And I've 1 lap to do it. Tyres are going. Oh my word, the tyres are really going. But it's okay, so are his. Stay smooth, stay smooth. No, no. I forgot how much fun rookies can be. Guess, you know, a lights the flag would have also been fun. Oh, he's had a good last corner. That's not what we need. Oh, no. He's had a great last corner there.
White flag, white
Disaster.
flag.
I don't know if we can put enough pressure on him here to really get into the lap.
38.8. You're now in 3rd.
So sector 1, we're a lot faster. Is there anywhere we can make this pace count? He's had a good T2, fair play. He's driving well, he's driving well. Oh no, we got wide. It's going to kill us. Save the incident point. Oh, that was the chance. That was the chance. We're not taking it today. Let's try and keep the pressure on up here. No pressure from behind. Not got a good enough run. I am slow through that section. Wow. he's gone wide. He's going to give us a sniff. He's going to give us a sniff. Let's just send it for this last corner. Put as much pressure on as we can. Oh, he's on the brakes early. Doesn't know what's going on. Oh, and he's done well. He's done well. He's kept it. We'll push all the way though. We will get a run at the end. Oh, you gotta love that. What a great finish. What a great finish.
There's the flag. It's over.
Well, that was annoying for getting punted.
Good job. Very good job.
But awesome to come back through the field. But I think, you know, the lesson generally in rookies, especially in your first couple of races, is going to be stay alive, stay out of trouble, you know, be aggressive, you know, you want to try and do well, and you want to try and, you know, get ahead. But staying out of trouble is going to be what, you know, gets you the safety rating. Don't stop there, that's a disaster. Right, well, let's see. So obviously, iRacing good, up 56, as you'd expect with a podium finish. But what we need to have a little look at here is lap 1 incident. Right, who was busy doing the murdering? This guy is Steve Clinton. Oh, thank you, Steve. Whoa, he went for a huge send. Well, this is great. This is exactly the sort of thing that happens in rookies and is a really good talking point. So let's play this slowly so that you can see the kind of, you know, the TV angle, I guess. So let's see. Do I brake early? Probably. I am braking there. Now, if we look at the cars ahead, yeah, I mean, I'm braking early. Fair enough. So caught Steve out by surprise, and you got to blame that on practice or being overcautious on lap 1. And to be honest, that is something that I do. I have a bit of a bad habit of mine, is being overly cautious. But even so, he can see my brake lights, and wow, is he a long way from me here. So he's got to make a call at this point. You know, is the overtake on? He is a car length behind. He is still not alongside. And as we get to the apex, he's got his wheels, I guess, roughly, well, maybe alongside my rear wheels, and to be honest, not even. So I'm going to say that's a bit of a dive bomb, and that's a bit of a risk. I have no idea how his race went, but we will take a look at that. But he looks to be understeering. If we look at how the car is traveling, it doesn't look like it's tracking with his steering angle. I'm taking a racing line. I would say I've got every right to be in that position. Now, could you leave more room? Well, you could. You know, I've got a lot more track to the left of me. So I could have left more room, but I don't think, you know, you would expect someone to send it. However, it's rookies, so that can always be a thing. And I didn't fully close the door. You know, I guess I did leave it open a little bit, you know, enough for him to think, yeah, I'll have a go at that. But let's have a look at it from his perspective, because I'm going to guess that was a bit of an understeer moment for Steve. Cockpit. Let's see. Or did he just really fancy it? Oh, and he binned it immediately. Oh, and he did massive damage too. Oh, Steve. Disaster, buddy. Well, unfortunately for Steve, I'm going to say this is a pretty good... I mean, this is a pretty good example of what not to do. I mean, let's be honest. Let's ride on with him again. So he's behind me. He hasn't really got a run. We're at the same speed at this point. But I do brake early. And so he's like, oh, I fancy this. So I'm going to get out to this right-hand side. But he's just carrying too much speed. I don't think he's ever going to save that. This is the problem. So we'll just watch. And he's turning the wheel, but if you can see what's happening here, you know, the wheel's relatively straight at this point, so he fancies the overtake, but he's closing, So he's turning the wheel more and more, but the car is not responding. The car hasn't changed direction since he's added that steering angle. So he's just understeering. He's taking too much speed. So he's got in too hot. Simple as that. I did leave the door open. Could I close it? Yeah, sure. I could have also left in some more room. True. But at the end of the day, that overtake at that speed wasn't on. Now, if he'd been carrying this speed and able to stay to the right of me and hug the inside, it was absolutely on. It would have been a lovely overtake. There's room for him to be there. But he's just on the brakes hard. He's turning the steering wheel. He's not getting any action. And then he just uses us basically to help pivot himself round. And that, fine. That happens. But what's a bit of a shame is he's actually managed to get himself round. And in those moments, you feel bad for the other driver, but you've just got to go head down, keep racing. But then he's given it full whack on the throttle as the car's unbalanced coming out of the corner. And then there he goes, back end's gone, and it's gone aggressive, still going, gone, and nothing you can do. He's trying everything. That is a huge opposite lock, but you're just a passenger, so no bueno. But the problem with that on lap 1 is you can ruin your race. Could have ruined our race. I don't know how we didn't have more damage. I hit the damage report, said we didn't have any. You probably heard, so interesting. And we were running in 4th. Oh, yeah, that's right. Huge run here, I think. No, Luis is off again, like that. I think Matt had been off, right? Yeah, that last corner. Oh, let's see. He just got... Oh, he went tight. Oh, he cut it hard. Oh, he kept his foot in. Fair play, Matt. Fair play. Just gave him full beans. That's awesome. Austin cruising to a win. Ryan got a good run here. Let's go for TV view. Cockpit's better for you. Ryan fancies it, gets in deep. Oh, a little bit of contact. Nothing wrong with that. We'll speed this on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he gets wide. Oh, this was the chance, I think. I reckon I could have sent it, but I felt kind of boxed in here. Like, if we go chopper. Yeah, I think the opportunity here... I didn't really have a run on Ryan, but I probably could have put it in between both of them. I'm amazed Ryan didn't come out of this ahead. He had a really good chance. He just needed to brake late. Oh, but that's good driving actually from Matt. I love that. I love that. He just got super wide, read the situation. I mean, it's a good job there was a gap between us, but fair play. Let's have a look again. There he goes. That's good driving. Fair play to Matt there. Nice. Now what happened? Oh, but then he goes off later. Oh dear. Right, let's just jump on board. After surviving that last one, he's siding going in. Look at this. Oh, his back end's gone already. He catches it, then he doesn't, and then it's gone. Oh God! Nearly caught it. Nearly caught it. Brutal. I was worried we might hit him actually, but we weren't that close, were we, in the end? Right. And then I think that was it, wasn't it? We have P3, nothing really happened. Oh, I guess the last lap was kind of fun because we got a little run as we got towards the start-finish straight. Oh, here we go. This was fun. Yeah, let's go blank for this one. Yeah, it was never quite going to be enough. Could feel it in the car. It was just the slipstream that was tugging us along. Straight wasn't long enough, but it was fun. Made me feel like I maybe have half a chance. Just here, you can see it. Oh! Well, not bad. Not bad. And then this is going to be the rhythm that we get into. I'm going to race every Wednesday. It'll be around this time. I'll always start the stream at 7:30, and then it'll just depend what time the race is in terms of when we actually go racing. But I'll probably do another rookies next week at whatever the track is. And so similar to this week, 7:30 stream will kick off. We'll have 8 o'clock will be the start of the race, but we'll get in the car before then. I'll give some more thoughts around rookies. Hopefully we get another eventful race, because that gives us more to talk about in terms of the incidents, things I could have done better, things I did well, what other drivers did, and that's kind of what it's all about, really. I think when you're in rookies, you're in to race, but you're also in to learn, and just to really get an understanding of your abilities, how to work traffic, stay out of trouble where you can, but please don't start from the pit lane. Get in the mix, get in the action, and if you're uncomfortable with that, jump into some official practice sessions, just so that you can get a feel for cars around you without putting theirs or your
Race control scoring has ended.
Alrighty, that will be it for tonight. Catch you next Wednesday. There will also be an upload on the YouTube channel, just some main content that's going to go live on, I think I'll get it out Sunday night, all going well. And that's going to be around a graphics optimization for iRacing. Already done one in the past. There's been huge changes since then. We've had rain, we've had a bunch of other stuff. So I've done a really comprehensive top to tail. The video itself will be quite long, but it will be sectioned out, so it's super easy to search for any particular setting, be it in iRacing, Windows, NVIDIA control panel, etc., that you want to take a look at. But thank you for joining me for the first one. I'm just excited to get these weekly sim races going. Catch you next week.